Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Vidyut Yog. In this video, we will study economical load dispatch, neglecting transmission losses by using MATLAB software. We know that in case of interconnected power system becomes complex, and in complex system, to reduce the cost of generation, economical load dispatch plays an important role. First of all, we'll discuss the concept of economical load dispatch. So the optimal system operation generally involves the consideration of economy of operation, system security, emission at certain fossil fuel plants, optimal release of water at hydrogeneration, etc. The main aim of economic dispatch problem is nothing but to minimize the total cost of generating real power, which is also called as production cost, at various stations while satisfying the loads and losses in transmission line. So to start with economic factor in power system operation, we'll focus our attention on allocation of real power at generator buses. Now, economic dispatch problem is generally classified into two types. First one, unit commitment, and second one, load scheduling. Now, what is meant by the unit commitment? Suppose we are having the n number of generators and our load is going to vary from 0 to maximum value. Then for existing load, which number of generators to be chosen to supply the power that we consider under the unit commitment. And load scheduling is nothing but among the selected or chosen generators, which generator will share how much load that we consider under the load scheduling. Suppose we have to go through the definition of unit commitment, then unit commitment is nothing but it is optimal allocation, which is also called as commitment of generators or units at each generating station at various station load levels, including load sharing among committed generators. Now, what is meant by the load scheduling? So, load scheduling is nothing but optimum allocation of generation to each station for various system load level. Now, while solving the unit commitment problem or finding out the solution of economical load dispatch, first we need to solve the unit commitment problem before proceeding with load scheduling problem. So the consumers is electricity have diversified demands of uncertain loading and unloadings. Load management and its economic dispatch therefore plays a vital role in operating the power system network. Now, regarding the concept of economical load dispatch, neglecting transmission losses, first of all, we should have the idea about derivation. I am referring the Nagrath Kothari book, Electrical Power System Analysis by Nagrath Kothari for this derivation. So at the end of derivation, we'll discuss about the statement or what is the condition for economical load dispatch neglecting the transmission losses. So regarding this derivation, first of all, we'll write down the fuel cost equation. So fuel cost equation for generator is represented by capital C. Now here we are considering that there are k number of generators, and that's why the total fuel cost is nothing but sum of fuel cost of individual generator. So C is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to k Ci in bracket Pgi, unit is rupees per hour, where I is nothing but 1 to k, that is number of generators, and variable part Pgi is nothing but power generated by each generator. Now subject to the inequality constraint, Pgi should be greater than or equal to Pgi minimum and should be less than or equal to Pgi max, where I is equal to 1 to dash 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 up to k. Now this power generated by all the generators should be equal or greater than the power demand Pd, and that's why we can write summation of I is equal to 1 to k, Pgi max should be greater than or equal to Pd. Now considering the spinning reserve, what is the meaning of spinning reserve? While selecting the generator for any load, we consider some extra generating capacity. It may be needed to match the losses or to by considering the future increase in load. That's why we consider the select the generator which is having the some more generating capacity, and that additional generating capacity we consider under the spinning reserve. So if we consider the spinning reserve, summation of I is equal to 1 to k, Pgi max should be greater than Pd. Now by considering the inequality constraint, this equation or this problem is nothing but non-linear equation. And suppose we are considering that the total power generated by all the generators should be equal to the power demand, then we can write down the equation as summation of I is equal to 1 to k, Pgi should be equal to Pd, or summation of I is equal to 1 to k, Pgi minus Pd is equal to 0. Now this problem can be solved by method of Lagrange's multiplier, which is used for minimizing a function with side conditions in the form of equality constraint. So in this economical load dispatch problem, we have to, the main aim of solving this equation is nothing but to reduce the cost of generation. And that's why we can write down the equation C bar is equal to C minus lambda in bracket summation of I is equal to 1 to k Pgi minus Pd, where lambda is nothing but Lagrange's multiplier. Now how we will solve this equation, or how we can obtain the minimization condition? For that we need to take the derivative of this equation with respect to the variable, and we need to equate to 0. That's why we can write del C bar upon del Pgi is equal to 0, or dci upon dpgi is equal to lambda. In this case I is equal to 1 to dash dash up to the k, and this equation dci upon dpgi is nothing but incremental cost of ith generator. In some cases it is called as incremental fuel cost, also denoted by short letter in short form like IFC. That is dc1 upon dpg1 is equal to dc2 upon dpg2 is equal to dash 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 up to dck upon dpgk is equal to lambda, where dc1 upon dpg1, dc2 upon dpg2, etc. represent incremental fuel cost of each generator. So from this equation we can say that optimal loading of generators corresponding to the equal incremental cost point of all the generators. Or in simple language we can say that there is concept of economical load dispatch neglecting the transmission losses occur if and only if incremental fuel cost of each generator is same, and this equation is called as coordination equation. So I repeat, in short, whenever incremental fuel cost of each generator is same, that is the condition for economical load dispatch neglecting the losses. Now we'll go through the one numerical. So we'll first of all solve this numerical by condition which we have obtained through the derivation, and then we'll solve the same numerical with the help of the MATLAB software. And at the end of this video we'll discuss what is the importance of MATLAB software in economical load dispatch neglecting the transmission losses concept. So till now we are having the condition that there is economical load dispatch neglecting the losses if and only if the incremental fuel cost of all the generator is same, and incremental fuel cost is nothing but derivative of fuel cost equation with respect to the power generated by generator for which we have written the fuel cost equation. Now what is the numerical? We are going to solve one simple numerical. That statement is the fuel cost of two generating units are given by C1, where C1 represents the fuel cost equation for generator 1. So C1 is equal to 1500 plus 45 Pg1 plus 0.02 Pg1 square, where Pg1 is nothing but power generated by generator 1 and unit is rupees per hour. So which denotes that this fuel cost represents the cost of fuel required to run generator for 1 hour duration. Similarly, C2 is equal to 2000 plus 55 Pg2 plus 0.003 Pg2 square rupees per hour, where C2 represents the fuel cost equation of generator 2, Pg2 represents the power generated by the generator 2 and the unit is rupees per hour. Okay, then if the total demand on generator is 2000 megawatt, That means PD is equal to 2000 megawatt. Find economical scheduling of 2 units. Okay, here unit is nothing but generator. Okay, now we are having the concept we are having the idea about condition for economical load dispatch neglecting the transmission losses. So we can write now the fuel cost of 2 generating units are given by C1 and C2. Now we are going to consider the condition in which transmission losses are neglected. That's why we'll write here, assume that transmission loss is neglected. Now we'll calculate the incremental fuel cost of generators. We know that incremental fuel cost is nothing but derivative of fuel cost equation with respect to the power generated by generator. So IFC1, that is nothing but incremental fuel cost of generator 1, is DC1 upon dPg1 is equal to, take the derivative of this fuel cost equation C1 with respect to Pg1, we will get, it will become 0 and it will be 45 plus 0.04 Pg1. Similarly, we will calculate the incremental fuel cost for generator 2. So incremental fuel cost for generator 2 is derivative of this C2 equation with respect to Pg2, that is DC2 upon dPg2 is equal to, this will become 0, it will be 55 plus 0.006 Pg2, that is, which is also denoted as IFC2. Now we are having the two incremental fuel cost for two generators. So for economical scheduling, as per the derivation, the incremental fuel cost of both the generators must be same. That's why we'll equate equation number 1 and equation number 2, from which we'll get one equation. Like that equation is, that is, we have equated these two equation 1 and equation 2, that is 45 plus 0.04 Pg1 is equal to 55 plus 0.006 Pg2, which we can write as 0.04 Pg1 minus 0.006 Pg2 is equal to 10. That is, we get the one equation, or we have received one equation from the condition for economical load dispatch neglecting the losses. Now, to find out the solution or to find out these two variables, there is a requirement of two equations. So how will we get the second equation? So for that, in numerical, there is information as total demand on generator is 2000 megawatt. That's why we can write Pg1 plus Pg2 is equal to 2000 megawatt. Okay, because we are neglecting the losses. So now we are having the equation number 3 and 4. So solving this equation number 3 and 4, will get Pg1 is equal to 478.26 megawatt. That means for economical load dispatch, power generated by the generator 1 should be 478.26 megawatt, and Pg2 is equal to 2000 minus power generated by the generator 1, that is 478.26, so which is 1521.739 megawatt. That means power generated, this is the power generated by generator 2 for economical load dispatch. So in short, we can say that when for the total demand of 2000 megawatt, power generated by the generator 1 should be 478.26 megawatt, and power generated by the generator 2 should be 1521.739 megawatt. Now we'll solve the same numerical with the help of the MATLAB software. So for MATLAB software, there is one program for economical load dispatch neglecting the transmission losses by two generators. So program is CLC, that is, it will clear the screen, CLC and CLC clear all. Then display equation is in the form of A plus BP plus CP square. So which will write down the equation, fuel cost equation for each generator. Now add enter value of A1. So A1 is nothing but the first constant, like for this it is 1500. Then BD, enter value of B1. B1 is nothing but this value 45. Then C1, input CD, enter the value of C1. So C1 is nothing but this value 0.02. Similarly for second equation A2, enter value of A2 is nothing but 2000. Enter value of B2 is nothing but 55. Enter value of C2 is nothing but 0.003. Then enter total load. So in this case, total load is 2000 megawatt. Then total should be equal to input TD. Here the variables are P1, P2, for which condition or program is written as SYMS P1, P2, F1, F2. Then fuel cost equation of generator 1 is denoted as F1 is equal to A1 plus B1 into P1 plus C1 into P1 square. Fuel cost equation for generator 2, F2 is equal to A2 plus B2 P2 plus C2 P2 square. Then incremental fuel cost of equation 1 will be calculated by DIFF in bracket F1 P1. So that is differential of F1 with respect to P1. Similarly, incremental fuel cost of generator 2, IFC2 is equal to differential of fuel cost equation F2 with respect to P2. And to solve this, P1, P2 are variable. Solve P1 plus P2 is equal to total, and IFC1 minus IFC2 is equal to 0. Then you will get the value of P1 and P2. Now what we'll do, we'll solve this, we'll run this MATLAB program on MATLAB software. So by solving this, we will get value of P1 and P2, and then we'll verify whether theoretical answer and practical answer is same or not. That is, we'll get out MATLAB software for load dispatch. So whatever the program we have done, this program already I have typed in this file. Okay. Now you can cross check. Now I will run this file. So it will ask for the certain data. So when I will run this file, it will ask for the enter the value of A1. So what is the value of A1? We can see A1 is 1500. So A1 is 1500. Then press enter. It will ask the value of B1. B1 is 45 and C1 is 0.02. So B1 is 45. Enter. It will ask the value of C1, that is 0.02. So 0.02. Enter. It will ask the value of A2, that is 2000 for the generator 2. 2000. Enter. Value of B2 is 55. So 55 Pg2. Enter. It will ask for value of C2, that is 0.003. 0.003. Enter. Then it will ask for the total entire load. So entire load is 2000 megawatt. Then enter. Then it will give the answer for value of P1 and P2. So P1 is 11,000 divided by 23. It will be 478.26, and P2 is 35,000 upon 23, that is 1521.739 megawatt. Thus, we have obtained the same solution for optimal economical load dispatch of two generators by neglecting the transmission losses with the help of MATLAB software. So try to understand the concept. In this case, number of generators are 2 only. But in case of the interconnected power system, there are n number of generators, for which it will become difficult to solve each numerical or to solve all the equations theoretically, and that's why we use the MATLAB software. Another beauty of the MATLAB software is that if we are having the program, for example, in this case, suppose I will change the fuel cost equation, or I will change the total load demand, then I need to repeat all the calculation. But in this case, we can solve the numerical by changing the values which we are giving as an input, and that's why this MATLAB software plays an important role in case of economical load dispatch neglecting the transmission losses. So in this video, we have discussed the concept of economical load dispatch, concept of the unit commitment and load scheduling. Then we have discussed about derivation for economical load dispatch neglecting the losses. Then through that derivation, we solve one numerical, and same numerical we have solved with the help of the MATLAB software. I hope the contents of this video are useful to you. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.